Those California wildfires still rage on, and the back and forth as to what and who is responsible for them rages on as well. The man caught in the middle of that is the guy who's trying to fix the problem, Ryan Zinke, the Interior Secretary of the United States of America. Secretary, very good to have you.
Great to be with you, Neil.
You know the back and forth on the fires. First off, before we get into that, sir, an update on what you're seeing.
Well, you know, I served in Iraq. The devastation in the California fires is the worst I've ever seen. It's just the speed, the intensity, the amount of fuel, and the debate, whether it's from climate change or not from climate change, is irrelevant to what's occurred. It doesn't relieve you the responsibility to manage the forest. What's burning in the forest is this: high density of fuels. You have beetle kill. In California alone, 120 million dead trees. And all you have to do is look at our highways and look at the amount of dead and dying timber in our forests. It's clear what's occurring is that the fires are enraged and intensified by too much density of dead and dying timber, and our forests need to restore to health, and we can do that by actively managing. The same people that are proclaiming to protect our habitat are the same ones that are watching the habitat burn year after year.
Well, you know, you ran into some criticism saying that. Catherine Phillips, Secretary, she heads the Sierra Club of California, said in an interview on that stuff, they're referring to the administration, the opportunity of fires to advance some backward-looking approaches to the environment, this idea of cutting down trees and all that stuff you say.
Well, imagine going back to managing our forests, but all you have to do is talk to the forest fires. You know, or the fighters that are on the front line. They'll tell you it's because of lack of public access, lack of fire breaks, too much fuel. The intensity of the fires are caused by fuel loads that are higher than what we've seen. If you go back to the 20s, you look at the density of the forest is increased in magnitudes, the dead and dying trees, and what we're advocating is this: let's go back to actively managing our forests, restoring the health of the forest, and that's by removing the dead and dying trees, planting a diversity of species rather than single species, and restoring the health of our forests so people can recreate in the summer rather than evacuating. It's
all right,
that simple.
So you don't think that a lot of overbuilding in these areas has contributed to maybe making them vulnerable to the very thing that's going on now?
Well, you're correct in that the urban-rural interface, you know, there's more homes in the woods, but that can be mitigated by managing our public lands. Those homes are built on private property. You know, it used to be where it was an advantage to be next to federal property, and now being next to federal property means you're at greater risk of fires because the federal property, by and large, over the last decades, has not been managed, and we have been held hostage by these environmental groups that sue after sue after sue after lawsuit, and preventing us from managing our forests. And public lands belongs to everybody and not just these special interest groups.
So let me ask you on this question of climate change, and I know it's an amorphous topic, Secretary, but I haven't had the opportunity to talk to you about this subject. Do you believe climate change is real and that man is the cause?
Well, it's clear in the forest fires that the temperatures are being elevated. The fire season's extended. It's longer. There's no dispute about that. And there's no dispute that climate is changing, although it has always changed. Whether man is the direct result, how much that result is, that's still being disputed. But in the case of the forest fires, it's clear. Temperatures are higher, the season's longer, the drought conditions has elevated it, but you can't ignore that the condition of the forest itself, too many dead and dying trees, too much fuel, and active management is a better stewardship responsibility and action rather than sitting there year after year wasting billions of dollars. The other thing on business, Neil, is that there are billions of board feet lying on the forest floor rotting when we're importing lumber in this company and in this country. That's unacceptable.
All right, but I guess what I'm asking is I know you're trying to fight this and deal with this, but your budget also gets cut a lot. Your fire prevention budget has been cut, the Forest Administration's budget cut. I mean, it does kind of put you in an odd, position to try to help out, but your boss isn't letting you or limiting you.
Well, we've prioritized spending money, so we've increased our budget on removing fuels. We've done that. The fire fix from the omnibus, helps, so it does fund. We're spending billions of dollars. It's probably going to be in the order of $3 billion this year fighting forest fires, when that money could be better spent repairing bridges, repairing
no doubt,
trail
but Secretary,
systems.
yours was one of the few budgets cut. I'm not saying you're the reason for that, but it just seemed that when we submitted an omnibus spending bill that did put back funds for some of the things you want, but we're looking at a $1 trillion deficit this year, and you're one of the few areas where there was cutting going on. So I'm wondering how you got the short end of the stick.
Well, also in the president's budget is the most spending in the history of this country repairing our parks, repairing our wildlife refuges, and Indian education. In the president's budget, the highest level ever in this country dedicated to that. And we did look at our budget and we prioritize removing dead and dying timber. But it's difficult when these environmental groups, and most of the environmental groups, want a healthy forest too. They want nice habitat. But it's the radical groups that would rather not have, the public in the woods at all. And they're the ones that put lawsuits time after time after again when we want to make sure that we manage our forest, actively manage our forest to remove the fuel.